This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From custom domains to beautiful websites using their easily customizable templates that you can have up and running in minutes, e-commerce, email and email marketing, SEO, analytics, and scheduling, Squarespace does it all and has done it for us for the last 6 years. If you are a small to mid-sized business in any industry, Squarespace is the place to go for all of your website needs. Hop over to www.squarespace.com/Hugh for a free trial. And if you like what you see and want to move forward, receive 10% off your first order by using the discount code Hugh at checkout. Thanks, Squarespace. Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, and today, once again, I'm going to be exceptionally brief, this time about Hasselblad's color science. That's because I am also exceptionally clear about what it is I see in the colors coming from Hasselblad's X2D in particular, which is not without irony, I admit, as those of you who know me also know that I am primarily a black and white shooter. Or maybe it isn't all that ironic, because although color is rarely the point for me when I'm shooting on the streets of New York, London, Paris, Berlin, or Tokyo, this year anyway, when it is the point, it had better be pretty special. So here's the thing. After shooting a couple of thousand frames with the X2D using the XCD 21, 25V, 28P, 45P, and 90V lenses, after evaluating that experience against my experience of tens of thousands of frames on my Leicas, SL2, M11, Q3, SL3, as well as my experiences shooting an order of magnitude more images across every current full-frame medium format APS-C and Micro Four Thirds system, shy of Phase 1, plus full-frame, medium format, and large format film systems from Leica, Nikon, Canon, Minolta, Contax, Hasselblad, Bronica, and Intrepid, the bottom line is this. To my eye, Hasselblad's color science is the best in the business, period. It is so good, so noticeably more emotionally satisfying than anything I've ever shot, that the X2D inspires this black and white photographer to see differently. With images like this, taken just last week while Claudia and I were up on the southern coast of Maine. Now, straight up, I love the colors coming out of my Leicas. I think Nikon and Panasonic colors are lovely too. So are the colors produced by, unless we're nitpicking in side-by-side comparisons, Sony's latest cameras especially, notably our own A7R5 and A7CR. And yeah, okay, fine, plenty of people like Canon's colors as well. For me, Fujifilm's GFX medium format system is another system with great colors. But this is precisely why I am always blown away by the colors straight out of camera from our X2D, no side-by-side comparisons necessary. It is only with the X2D. Every time I first bring up the images I've captured with it on one of these bad boys behind me, that I either mutter under my breath or shout out loud enough for Claudia to hear me upstairs, holy it is only with the X2D and Hasselblad's XCD mount lenses for it that I allow character to creep into my brain at all, but there it is. Hasselblad's natural color solution, some kind of magic brew of 16-bit capture, proprietary color mapping, 102 megapixels worth of resolution, tonality, and subtlest of gradation, and who knows what else, maybe auto-white balance sorcery. Plus, the way these Hasselblad lenses render, including the vignetting I see wide open, which, technically speaking, is an imperfection, that I am gobsmacked by color every single time. Its colors strike me as real, yet simultaneously richer than what I can see with my own eyes. This is absolutely what I think and feel. Okay, I also felt this way when I first held up to the light a single Kodachrome slide more than half a century ago, taken by my mother on her Leica 3A, but that was a lifetime ago, and I am not the boy I was then. The market is different from what it was then. Am I going to assert that the X2D is the only game in town if you want superb color? No, of course not. Color, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder, figuratively and literally. I actually see color differently in each of my eyes. One distinctly warmer in tone than the other distinctly cooler than the other one when I reverse my hand over one eye, which is what I do every now and again because this difference fascinates me. Especially because when I'm seeing the world through my eyes with no intermediary save for my glasses, at the same time, I am utterly unaware of those differences. Then there's this. What one can do in post these days is astounding. And no newsflash, I suppose, most of us love the colors coming out of just about any modern camera anyway, edited or not. Even smartphone cameras can render exceptionally pleasing colors with the added benefit of computational imaging to yield more pleasing and balanced exposure straight out of camera, for many of us most of the time, than any dedicated camera. I just hope YouTube compression doesn't prevent you from seeing what I see so clearly here, without or with side-by-side comparisons like this. I won't assert that the X2D is without foibles either. I mean, what camera is? Like the inability to set ISO to auto and manual mode, or most notably, exceptionally modest, leisurely autofocus performance when compared to state-of-the-art systems found in the latest full-frame systems. Yeah, well, okay, there is no comparison. That's just the way it is for now. As Claudia and I walked along the beaches of Ogunquit and York last week, however, my heart rate slowed by at least 20 beats per minute. My blood pressure so much lower than usual that I felt a preternatural calm to the point of giddiness. The speed at which I saw things, the speed at which I'd raise the camera to my eye, these things slowed as well. Everything slowed to the point that I shifted to manual focus. on a camera with a beautifully bright, clear, and enormous 1x magnification 5.76 million .EVF, and with 7 stops of IBIS. 2 things my Leica M11 does not have. I'll wrap it up this way for now. Sometimes we shoot for ourselves. Sometimes we shoot for others. Claudia and I generally shoot only for ourselves, but in Maine, I shot especially for myself. I'd spent many summers on a lake just about 100 miles northeast of Ogunquit during my youth, and back again down east, I felt a return to the simple pleasures and memories of those carefree times. All of which is to first reiterate that yes, Hasselblad colors really do stand apart from everyone else's colors. To my eye, the most pleasing, the most emotionally satisfying of all, straight out of camera, full stop. But second, this does not mean one cannot have wonderful colors from many cameras for far less money. You can, especially if you work those images in post, or you just play with them on Instagram. But third, most important of all, in my book, for those of us with more limited means, or who are already well and truly sorted for gear, or who, like me, are primarily black and white shooters, well, let me suggest you stop thinking about gear altogether and instead allocate your next available chunk of change to a change of pace, a change of place, a place you love, far removed from your daily routine, a place that encourages a change in rhythm, a change in your sensibilities. Call it a different kind of decisive moment, perhaps, reconsidered as a set of experiences, felt and remembered as a gestalt that you can share with a person you love and who loves you back every bit as much, whether you have a camera in your hand or not. Yeah. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From custom domains to beautiful websites using their easily customizable templates that you can have up and running in minutes, e-commerce, email and email marketing, SEO, analytics, and scheduling, Squarespace does it all and has done it for us for the last 6 years. If you are a small to mid-sized business in any industry, Squarespace is the place to go for all of your website needs. Hop over to www.squarespace.com/Hugh for a free trial. And if you like what you see and want to move forward, receive 10% off your first order by using the discount code Hugh at checkout. Thanks, Squarespace. If you like what you've seen here today, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join the conversation in the comments section below because this is an exceptional audience. If you'd like help with a portfolio review, gear selection, finding or honing your artistic voice, sign up for a one-on-one mentoring video call via Zoom at 3bmep.com/booking. Finally, please consider supporting our work by using the no-cost-to-you affiliate links down below, sending us coffee money via PayPal, or most especially, joining us on Patreon, links down below as well. However you choose to support us, as always, we thank you for it.